After all has been said and done, will you still be standing? After all the problems in the world occur, after all the situations rise, after all the storms hit, will you still be standing? A man's force is not in bearing women, neither is it in bearing the fellow man. A man's force is the ability to stand after all has been said and done. You know, the storm will hit, the plagues may come, difficult situations may rise, but my question to you is, will you still be standing? Will you be standing in your righteousness? Will you be standing in your holiness? Will you be standing in your vision? Will you be holding to your faith? Will you still remain with all your objectives? In life, situations always rise, circumstances will always come up, things will always happen that will try to erase your whole personality off. But will you still be standing when situations rise? Will you still be standing after all has been said and done? Discouragement is one arm the enemy uses to stop children of God from moving forward, and he will never bring discouragement without storms. He brings the storm to try to discourage you. He brings the storm to try to put you down so that you won't ever move forward again. But will you still be standing after all has been said and done? Do not expect that your vision is ever going to be realized without any obstacle or storm. The vision will always be tested. It will be brought to a level of test and trials. No vision ever gets realized without testing. No vision ever gets to the top without a force coming from the front to push it backwards. You can only realize, the standing of your vision after all has been said and done. Would your desires still count for you when you face 10, 20, 40, and even 50 years of trials against them? Will you still have the desires, or would you switch desires? When your marriage faces the storm of its life, when the two who make up one body become two separate antagonist entities, when your partner is on another side of life and you are on another side, when it seems like you don't have any future together anymore, will you still be standing? When your career seems to have an end of the road, when you come across the path, when you need to change careers, when you get to a point when everything seems to make you have a career no more, will you still be standing? What is necessary for all humans to understand is the fact that no matter the path you take, the storm will always strike. When you change desires, as much as you may think that a certain desire or objective may be easier to achieve, you'll see that in some cases, the second desire may be more difficult to achieve than that of the first. When you change visions, you may just get to a point when you'll say, had I known, I would have just focused on what I was. No need to change relationships, I don't think so. Because every relationship starts with roses in the air and the future always gets tough. What shall you do about your careers? Things may always seem difficult. The storms will always hit any area of your life. But the strength of any human is to stay strong after all has been said and done. After all the insults, after all the people look down upon you, after the world hates you, after everyone sees you as a good-for-nothing person, the question still remains, will you still stand? There's always a price to be paid, and that price is worth it. Be strong. Be strong in the Lord and in the power of His might. Be strong and stand after all has been said and done. After all has been said and done, will you still be standing?
But then we love and feel